Hi, I'm Josh with Baldwin Supply Company, and I wanted to today talk about our Dodge Quantis Assembly Center and what we can do for capabilities for you, the customer. Many of you don't know what a Dodge Quantis gearbox is. It's basically a drop-in for SEW, the world's largest manufacturer of gearboxes. And in front of us we have a size 382 little gearbox, and this is a size 10. These are between a 10 and a size 3 are the sizes we can build for you in Minneapolis. What I wanted to show you was how we basically put a unit together. And the first thing we do is we round up our parts that we're going to assemble. We take the pinion and the mating gear and we make sure that they roll together. Then we would take, this is your C-face input for a 140 TC input motor. We would press said pinion into the motor, and we would simply bottom it out. Some competitive units are not bottomed out, and you have to actually measure how deep you put it so that that gear meshes with the mating gear. Once we push that gear in, we bolt on a flange with a gasket, which I'm not going to take out, but there's a gasket between these two. You bolt it on, and then you bolt this input to the gearbox. The one key advantage of the Quantis is this input. If you can see, there's a clamp collar with a set screw on the key, and what we would do normally when you put it to go to slide your motor, and you would put both Allens in before you mate the motor. So instead of like a Eurodrive where you're trying to mate a 3-jaw coupling, a curved jaw, and you don't know if you really got it and it's mated. Once you have these in, you slide the motor and you tighten it, you know that you've got a secure connection, and it won't fret or corrode, and someday when you go to take it off, it will come back off. That's the key advantage of the Dodge Quantis, is the ability to get your motor back off someday. And obviously this is a size 10, this is a monster. It's about 300 pounds, and it's basically the same components but bigger. You got your pinion and your mating gear, and you can do a 2-stage or a 3-stage. All the housings are already set up for a 3-stage module with a bearing, and this plate has an intermediate shaft that would ride in that bearing bore, like so. So the same output can be used for a 2-stage or a 3-stage, depending on the final ratio. So we stock, let's say, 3 different outputs, and you can cover the full gamut of ratios by changing the pinion and the mating gear stage. And in a nutshell, that's the Dodge Quantis. And you know, if we have the parts, we can build it in roughly an hour. It takes almost longer to pull the parts and to stamp the nameplate, which we do on a hand stamper machine. I don't know if you can catch that. But this little steel nameplate, we have to put on the data, and if you wanted a customer part number on there too, we could do that for you. But once we stamp the nameplate and glue it on, we also fill the units here with a standard mobile oil, non-synthetic. It's just a 220 grade. And on this little size 3, there is no vent, which is a little tough. On this big guy, once you fill it with oil, you have various positions on the box. On this one, you basically got it on one side as your level plug. So they give you a recommended oil level. We dump it in and we check it before we send the unit out to make sure that it's ready to rock and roll. Some of the other capabilities Baldwin has, we can mount your motor to your gearbox for you. We're an authorized Marathon on their UL. We can C-face and F2 mount motors, and we're also a Bodine authorized service center. I thank you for choosing Baldwin to be your preferred business partner.